What is going on YouTube? Hannah back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, XLM, as well as the S&P 500. As you guys know, we do a different cryptocurrency here on the channel every single week with your guys' help. And on that note, we're still doing our crypto coin display giveaway. As you guys can see right now on the screen, let me just pull this up really quick. Yeah, right here, as you guys can see, this right here, we are giving one of these away every single week. On Saturday, we do our drawing. All you have to do to enter in today's video to win one of these is just comment your favorite cryptocurrency down below, as well as that you have subscribed to the channel. Do those two things and comment both of those down below, and I will pick one lucky winner to win this on Saturday. More importantly, what we're going to be looking at in today's episode is whether or not we have, the stability to continue to move up higher. A lot of people are starting to get worried, starting to fear that maybe we're starting to correct back downwards. A lot of these cryptocurrencies are actually retesting their bottom supports or starting to break through here, and that is not a good sign in the slightest. A lot of people are starting to get worried now that the markets are down double digits, and I'm hopefully going to try to help you guys understand where exactly we're moving to, whether or not we have pretty much confirmed the bear run to the downside, or is there still hope and support that we'll probably reverse back out of this. Otherwise, guys, I want to give a huge shout out to Discipliner for sponsoring today's episode. They did sponsor a video a couple weeks ago, but for those that don't remember, Discipliner basically created this whole crypto ecosystem revolving around education in regards to being able to basically partner job offers and job seekers, recruiters together with people trying to find space, and they kind of compare and see if you have the right requirements, and then they'll put you guys together. But it's cool to see projects that actually incorporate a backing to their cryptocurrency and their coin and their token. Not a lot of cryptocurrencies nowadays have any backing behind them or any use case. So I do like that, and I will be having more information about their new launch and things like that at the end of today's video. So definitely stick around if you're interested in learning about that. Otherwise, guys, if you are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up, as this does help support the YouTube algorithm. And let's jump into today's episode. All right, guys, as you can see, I am on the current coin market cap, top 10 cryptos. Everything is down, unfortunately. You can see that market cap is at 1.5 trillion. We've lost about, $15 billion overnight, pretty much. And average market is down about 10.8, almost 11%. Most average in cryptos are down about 10 to 11%, but we do have ones that are peaking above, 15 to 17% right now. You can see if I just refresh this, what we're looking at, it's crazy. Some alts are up double digits, which blows my mind, but some coins are down 20% overall, and we really have to pay attention to this. Yesterday we left off, the markets really didn't look that bad. It was consolidating once again as we had expected, but we're starting to see some problem zones arise in some of these major cryptocurrencies. Now, I'm not too worried about XRP as much as I am for other cryptocurrencies, but I want to look at those too. But as you guys can see with XRP right now, we are actually coming down to the bottom to retest its bottom support. Now, I'm not worried just yet. You can see on the MACD right now that we are coming close to retesting it. Hopefully we can bounce off there and swing back up, but if it doesn't, we have to just play out the possibilities of breaking through our uptrend here and reversing lower and entering into, once again, a bearish market that some people thought was still on here, but we've actually been able to recover the past couple of weeks. And if we break through there, it's pretty much game on for lower movements on XRP in the market overall. Now, I do want to show you guys some key support levels on the other cryptocurrencies that might halt us in falling any lower, which is a good sign, and there's a big possibility of doing so. But I do have two key investing strategies right now moving forward. So obviously the two options right now, especially within XRP, is obviously the fact that we're retesting bottom support here. So everything comes down to tonight and how tonight's candle decides to close. As you guys can see, we do have a ton of uncertainty. Major wicks on either ends of this candle here does give us opportunities to either buy in for a long position or buy in to short the crap out of it. And we're going to, at some point tonight, probably continue to do that. So ultimately what we're looking for is if the daily candle tonight closes below our support level, if we close below, I would say, 83 cents and we close anywhere at 80 cents or lower, there's a very big chance that that candle is going to close here and continue to drop lower. And with that note, we can then short that opportunity and capitalize on the runs to the downside. So you can just pull up right here on BitYard, which I've linked in the description. Our charts right here, you can see we're getting rejected off of 3 moving averages right now, and that might be the start of a reversal. And we'll be able to short that literally just by typing in our leverage amount. We could do 10 times, typing in the amount we want to leverage, 1,000 times, and then clicking sell short. Once that opens right here, you can click the plus button and then create a leverage or a stop loss, or take profit points, and then we can short that to the downside. But as you guys can see, we were seeing some sort of uptrend form that is currently broken on the 4-hour. That's why I don't like to use the 4-hour in regards to long-term, technical analysis or comparing it to the daily. If you're going to trade around through the day, sure, it's fine. But in regards to trading overnight, I don't recommend it. But as you guys can see, we are being recovered by this uptrend here. I am hoping we hold there, because if we can close tonight above this support level, I will be buying in regardless to capitalize on a run possibly up to $1.02 all the way up to $1.05, and then obviously retesting that resistance. The goal obviously is to break through there, but it may or may not happen. You can see that we are seeing big swings in here. Volume is eventually leaving the market. And even though we haven't broken through this bottom support, this recovery or this correction right now and the recovery potentially coming after it is something we've seen constantly now. You guys can clearly tell that the past couple of times, geez, get off the screen, I don't care. The past couple of times we've been seeing these swings, it's of the same amount of percentage gain and drop. You can see the first time breaking through bottom support here. Let's get off that. The first time breaking through support. Wow, this is annoying. We fell all the way down about 25%, and that same thing is happening right now. If you can see from the top resistance here at $1.05, we've fallen about 20% as well. So it's the same moving, position here that I'm not too worried about. We just have to see if we can hold above. Wow, this is ridiculous. Above support here, and hopefully consolidate either into this moving average or eventually breaking up through it. I'm going to just click exit at that point. Let's see what happens. But the goal is for us to keep consolidating. But regardless, tonight is when I do plan on buying into this market, and we're either going to make a lot of money or a lot of money. There's really no, other ways around here. The only way we don't make a lot of money on tonight is if we literally just traded here and didn't move at all. But there's a big chance that that's not going to happen. And as a conservative trader, I look for signs like this, where we retest uptrends or downtrends, and there's usually a good possibility of capitalizing on either direction. So it's going to come down to a couple of hours where we get to see how this candle closes. If we close below, we know to short it. If we close above, we can buy in and leverage it back up to $1.03 or $1.02 and capitalize on that run. So I'm getting excited with the way these plays are moving. Usually after big swings of volume like we're seeing currently, some people might say, oh, well, we didn't buy in and short it. Well, that's fine. We have that opportunity now that we're retesting our uptrend that we've had for months on XRP. Now, moving forward from XRP, looking at Bitcoin, here's where I'm starting to worry. So we've discussed in the past when to buy in on XRP, on Bitcoin. It could have been when we broke above or below this uptrend right here. For me personally, it was between the $40 and $30K resistances. As you guys can see, we did get rejected off this moving average here on the relative strength indicator. Sorry, the downtrend on the relative strength indicator. We have this downtrend here. We didn't get nearly as high to retesting it as we have in the past. We could slightly tweak this down. It's not like that necessary. It's still possible. I mean, this isn't that accurate, I would say. I would leave it maybe, hey, it isn't that bad. I would leave it something like this. So we are kind of retesting that resistance right now, and that's kind of why we've reversed lower. But we do look okay, though. I mean, we're still above this bottom support here. 30K is really my buying zone for the moving averages and for the price on Bitcoin. So if we break through 30K, that's when I'd buy in to short it to the downside. And I'll show you guys in a second why I don't think we're going to do that just yet. We could actually use this as a means of support. This is the biggest retest you can see back in January and into early or late 2020. We used this numerous times as a resistance to break bullish. You can see it's finally come to the point where we're currently retesting that right now. If we break through this resistance, expect to see a big short down to 20K, $20,000. It's going to be big, it's going to be fast, it's going to be violent. That's why you guys have to have your position set up and have the the experience using BitYard. That's why it's linked in the description. That's why I promote it so much, because it's so easy and beginner friendly to use. So get ready on BitYard, guys, because the next couple of days are going to be pretty hot for this market. So hopefully we can bounce off of here. And even if we bounce off of 30K, that's a buying opportunity regardless. So you can use XRP to do that. You can use Bitcoin to do that. It doesn't matter. But we're getting very close to retesting bottom support here. And if we close the daily above this, right on top, we can leverage this and swing it up to the upside, hoping to see a retest of 38K. If we break through it and close below, we know to buy in and short it to the downside, falling to 20,000. So both XRP and Bitcoin look great in regards to the next buying opportunity. It sucks that we broke through this uptrend here. That was a good support level for us to swing back up to 48K. But we're going to use 30,000 right now as the means of switching from a bull market or a consolidation market to a bear market. We're bullish, as you can see, all this, and then we started to consolidate back down. We didn't look bad. The fact that we're breaking through here, if we close below the $30,000 resistance, support level, then we are going to switch bearish and consolidate and correct and break all the way down to 20,000, and we'll short that opportunity. Now, the reason I'm starting to see possibilities of a bottom for the past couple of days, for today, and maybe we're not going to break bearish just yet, is when looking at Ethereum here. Ethereum is actually coming back down to retest its moving average. Yes, we've seen in the past where we've gone down all the way to retesting the bottom support right here, which is still a possibility. It'd be a lot more volume left for us to swing from 2,500 to 2,200. That opportunity is still on the table. That possibility is still out there. Likely, I don't think so. I think we've had enough volume leave the past couple of days for us to stay pretty firm on this moving average here and hopefully reverse out of that. So that's why I'm leaning more towards staying above that support level, staying above here. Like, this is a bottom. Bitcoin would use this as a bottom and recover. And so is Ethereum going to use that as a bottom and recover. That's where my head's at, particularly for these cryptos. So I'm looking more towards, after seeing Ethereum, more of a bottom standpoint, buying in when we close here to leverage it to the upside, expecting to see a reversal to the upside. That's why I plan on buying in and leveraging to the up. But we'll see how tonight closes. That ultimately is going to be the biggest factor. Lastly, I have XLM pulled up here, and you can see XLM is actually retesting its bottom support here back at 31 cents. We look okay as well. This is a support level we are currently retesting. We've kind of consolidated up slightly, very similar to Bitcoin with its slight consolidation here where its bottom support is. You can see it's very similar to where XLM support level is. But ultimately, that's pretty much how these markets are moving. For right now, the S&P 500 has been stuck in regards to where it's been trading the past couple of days. We haven't really seen any movement yesterday. So hopefully today brings us some light. But if these markets continue to dump 20%, good chance the S&P 500 is going to get intertwined with that. And we'll see that reverse downwards too, which honestly would be a good opportunity for us because I dial a cost average the second we see confirmation at 4,100. That's when I'll buy in to average out my positions. All right, guys, now I do want to talk about Disciplina, so definitely stay tuned. I want to give a huge shout out to Disciplina for sponsoring today's episode. So Disciplina was created to help job recruiters with an instrument to find the perfect employees with the corresponding skills and backgrounds for the job. Their token DSCPL is available on PancakeSwap and currently has big potential for growth when their project is fully and completely complete. Their project is the first multifunctional blockchain to create verified personal profiles based on academic and professional achievements. Their project aims to make quality changes in the field of education and recruiting, as well as aid in the effective use of blockchain technologies. They will store the whole history of academic achievement of a person in blockchain, generating their personal score. They store confidential information such as courses, student tasks, grades, and test results, which results in allowing recruiters to simplify the candidate search by their fields of expertise and skills required. So some unique features about them is that the platform includes its own POS consensus-based blockchain architecture developed from scratch. It is a domain-specific platform with multiple partnerships. Their network includes technological companies, infrastructural projects, and educational organizations. The company works not only with private institutions, but also with state universities and educational institutions. They provide students with verified academic track, study history, and verified achievement and background. So that data could be downloaded and sent to their job recruiter, which at that point can be either approved or denied based on whether they have the correct, things and applications for that specific job. Disciplina also creates a way for higher education to monetize data by collecting the fee that is charged to the recruiter for choosing a student or graduate to join their job search. Last week, Disciplina announced the short-term roadmap. This roadmap brings a lot of great news for holders: DeFi mechanics, activities to support tokens, LP reward programs, and so on. All of the activities aim to support tokens and the community. Disciplina team is going to announce that details on their DeFi mechanics very soon. Despite the rules are not public yet, that kind of integration always increases traction and brings new users along. So don't miss out the chance to get this DSCPL on PancakeSwap before the announcement. It should also be noted that Disciplina team has announced the start of LP reward programs very soon. That kind of program has pretty much a big positive impact on the community and makes trading much more attractive for all their participants, including traders, liquidity providers, and even holders. So follow the project's social networks to get their details and hurry up to get your liquidity. Last but not least, Disciplina team announced the future start of trading activities like buy and win and hold and win competitions, deposit bonuses, social media sharing campaigns. Disciplina plans to hold several events and contests, which would pretty much boost the activity within the community. Otherwise, once again, huge shout out to Disciplina for sponsoring today's episode. Definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, and I'll see you in tomorrow's episode. Peace.